Well, hello there, barbecue friends. We got a beautiful day happening today. I thought of a cook that maybe I want to share with everyone. We recently did some jalapeno poppers, which I love doing here on the Louisiana Grills Pellet Grill. I still have a lot of those ingredients left over, and I found some boneless, skinless chicken thighs. Let's somehow combine the ingredients of the jalapeno poppers along with the boneless, skinless chicken thighs, make something pretty delicious. So here's what I'm thinking. I'll walk you through this cook step by step. Let's get going. So I'm simply going to warm up the grill here. I think it defaults to 360 degrees. We'll just let it do its thing. I'm going to get a cast iron pan, warm it up here over the grill side of the pellet grill, get that heated up. All right, I got my cast iron pan and some avocado oil. I'm just going to add a generous amount of avocado oil here to the pan. Kind of swirl it around the bottom. We'll put that on the grill. Now I have 8 slices of bacon, so I want to wrap each chicken thigh in a piece of bacon, so I'll use 8 chicken thighs. For each chicken thigh, I want to use a half a jalapeno, so I'll use 4 jalapenos, and I'll cook up an onion. So we'll chop all that up while the grill's warming up. All right, so we have our onion. We got our 4 jalapenos here, but I also had a couple pieces of bacon that were cooked the other day. So I'm also going to chop that up and throw it in the pan with this. Okay, once the onion's peeled, I'm just going to chop it in half. And we're going to slice it up this way. The jalapenos, and cut the end off. Slice them in half that way. Take the guts out. Just kind of use my thumb and scrape it through. Okay, I got the jalapenos done. Now the onion. Like I say, I'm just going to slice this down like that. Okay, that's all sliced. Now I'll slice the jalapenos. I'm going to go lengthwise on these. Just give them some nice long string cuts here. Now I learned over time to wear gloves when you're dealing with jalapenos. Now with our already cooked slices of bacon, I'm just going to chop them up into some tiny pieces. All right, there we have it, ready to go in the pan. We'll go over, check our pellet grill, see where we're at. All right, our pellet grill's up to temperature here. Let's open it up. You can see our oil in the pan is nice and thin. Smoking here a little bit. Let's put the pan on the edge there. Let's add our ingredients to it. The bacon, onions, and of course our jalapenos. Stir that up a bit. We're going to render that down. Just want to kind of soften up everything. So we're only a couple minutes in here. We'll give this a mix. Like I say, just trying to soften this up. The aromas on this already are just fantastic. Smell those jalapenos and onion, bacon. Just fantastic. All right, leave these go probably another 5 minutes or so, then we'll come back. Okay, after another 5 minutes or so, a total cooking time of around 8 minutes. Let's open this up. There we have it. See, our onions are starting to color, getting very soft. Jalapenos are starting to loosen up there a little bit. Gonna take our ingredients here, put it in a bowl. There we have it. There, we'll just put this aside, let it cool down a little bit. Now let's go get our chicken thighs, get them ready. Before we get our chicken thighs, I'm gonna turn the temperature of the grill down to 275. Just like that. All right, there we have it. Our pellet grill's cooling down to 275. Our onions jalapeno mixture's just over there cooling down. Now we got our chicken thighs, bacon, and cream cheese. I'm just gonna unwrap our bacon here, make sure I have 8 slices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We might be one short, but we'll deal with that when we come around. I got a whole brick of cream cheese here. What I'm gonna do, I'm only gonna use half of this. Slice it right down the middle. Now, because we got 8 thighs, I'm gonna slice this in 4 even slices. Then I'm gonna slice these in 2. All right, let's start building these. Okay, you're gonna get a chicken thigh, roll that out, put one of our cream cheeses, then our jalapeno onion mixture, put a little of that in there, slice of bacon. I'm running out of space on my tray here. And we're gonna roll that up. Then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use one of these perforated trays. We're gonna put that right on there. Maybe what I'll do, I'll lay the bacon down, lay my chicken thigh on top, put a strip of cream cheese, and then some of our mixture. Let's start rolling that up. Might have to tuck in the ends there as best we can. We'll put that on our barbecue tray. There we are. There, now we'll just use the rest of this and the one that we don't have bacon for. All right, here we have them. Ready for the grill. All right, the same way I cook our jalapeno poppers, I'm gonna put them on the upper rack here, just over our hot spot there. Close the lid. We're gonna let these go for, I'm guessing they'll be around an hour and a half, 2 hours, But I'll bring you back, show you what I'm doing when the time's right, and we'll both see what we got. All right, these chicken thighs, I'm not quite sure what to call it. Jalapeno popper chicken thighs, bacon wrap chicken poppers. Anyway, they've been on the grill now for over 2 hours now. We'll get in there, we'll take a look. Before we do, there's a couple things I'm looking for. I want the interior temperature to be at least 165 in the center. Then I'll probe the chicken thigh kind of on the side and see where they're at. But I also want to make sure the bacon is fully cooked. I want that bacon to kind of stiffen up and hold everything together. All right, we'll get in for a closer look, see what this looks like. Okay, a lot of people ask me, how's the pellet grill? Because they haven't seen it on video there for a while. I'm telling you, I do use this. I just don't do a lot of videos on it. It's always very reliable to hold a nice steady temperature, 275 or whatever temperature you have it set at. Let's get in there and have a look. Ho, 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 ho. These are looking just beautiful. Now the reason why I use that perforated barbecue tray is exactly this. I like to catch that fat. It's just less cleanup later on in the grill. All right, now we'll go probe the center of these. And 167, 168. Try a couple of them here. Oh, I can go right into the chicken thigh there. 164. Yeah, 165. All right, we'll try one back here. Go right into the center. That one's a little cooler, 155. We'll try in the thigh itself. No, 155. I think what I'll do, I'll let this go another 15 minutes or so. Then we'll come back and take them off. I gotta say, I really like how that bacon tightened up. It's cooking just nicely. But I'd like to see a little more temperature on the back one there. So we'll let this go another 15 minutes or so. And I'm sure we're good to take them off the grill. It's been another 15 minutes for a total cooking time of 2 hours, 15 minutes at 275. So we're gonna pull these off, put them on the board. Maybe we'll take a couple photos with them. Then we'll cut into it and do a taste test. Well, you can see these are holding together quite nicely. Of course, we got the one that we didn't have bacon on the outside. Right there. I'd say these are looking pretty nice. Even the one that it didn't have bacon to wrap around it actually made a nice little dish there. All right, let's get some photos. All right, here we have them. Just looking beautiful. Probably better than what I anticipated here. So again, jalapeno poppers, which we love. Chicken thighs, which we love. Just took all the ingredients used for both and created this. I guess we'll have to think of a name for this. Like a bacon wrapped chicken thigh jalapeno popper. Anyway, whatever it is, let's give it a taste test, see what we think. I guess what I'll do, I'll start off just by cutting it in half. Look at that. Let's get a bite-sized piece off of here. All right, I got a little bit of everything in this bite. Some bacon, chicken thigh, jalapeno, onion. All right, let's give it a try. Wow, that's delicious. I got a good spice from the jalapeno. I know jalapenos could be hit and miss, whether they're spicy or not, but I'm telling you, the level of spice, it was just perfect in that bite. Let's give that another try. I'm telling you, that's very delicious. I'm thinking this is something I'm going to have to experiment a little more with. It was a fun cook to put together. It was fun sharing it with you. Looking forward to the comments. Maybe somebody's got a name for this. It would be pretty cool. I guess what I could do is probably glaze this with something after. Maybe some hot honey or some dry spices. Other than that, what a tasty bite. Well, thanks for watching. Get in your backyard, cook something, find your place, and we'll see you on the next one.